Teachers, does the education system really care about the future generation? The short answer is no. The long-winded answer is what happened at the school I worked at. I was a first-year teacher at a high school in a rundown area when I noticed something was off during my first faculty meeting. The principal rolled up 30 minutes late in his new BMW, while we sat in broken chairs in a moldy teacher's lounge. When he walked in the door, he barely even greeted us, then pulled up a PowerPoint where one of the first slides was the percentage of students who graduated from this school. 70% were dropouts. Equally as bad, he wasn't determined on changing that. He told us in very subtle hints that these kids had no future, they couldn't be saved, and that all we should focus on is showing up and collecting our salary. Other teachers even seemed to agree with him. I was appalled. I very quickly ignored him. I got into teaching to help students after all, and within a few weeks of the year starting, I began tutoring kids after school with my own materials. That's when I really got to know my students like Marcus, who couldn't read because nobody ever taught him, and Jasmine, who was sleeping in her car but still showed up every day. The principal would see me running these and he'd shake his head as if I was wasting my time. By November, I made the mistake of speaking up at a faculty meeting. I showed everyone how my students improved 15% in 2 months and suggested maybe we could fix the heating instead of the principal getting another car. Henderson laughed in my face and told me I was naive. He said these kids had criminal parents and the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. After that meeting, everything changed. He moved me to the basement classroom with asbestos warnings on the door and no heat. He changed my schedule so I taught 6 different grades, which made planning impossible. He wrote me up for being 2 minutes late and for unauthorized tutoring and for creating disturbances when I asked for textbooks. The other teachers warned me to keep my head down, but I couldn't stop thinking about my students. The breaking point came in March with Maria. She was this quiet 14-year-old girl. She always showed up until one day she didn't. I thought nothing of it until I found her hiding in the janitor's supply closet as I was leaving the school after the tutoring. My heart broke looking at her. Her clothes were torn and she was shaking so bad she couldn't talk. When I finally got her calm enough to speak, she told me what happened. She'd been assaulted in the second-floor bathroom, the bathroom with a broken lock that I myself reported 6 times. I wanted to take Maria to the nurse's office, but I couldn't. And not just because it was technically past hours, but because our school didn't even have a nurse due to budget cuts. I did the only thing I could think of. I called her parents and helped her get to the hospital. I also helped Maria's parents find a lawyer who specialized in school liability cases. The lawyer went through my documentation and found emails where Henderson called the bathroom repairs non-essential while approving $5,000 for new office furniture. He found 3 other incidents that got buried and girls who'd been using a buddy system because they were scared. When Henderson found out about the lawyer, he went into damage control mode. He backdated work orders and claimed I'd mishandled Maria's disclosure. He told people Maria was confused about where it happened and that her family just wanted money for immigration lawyers. The district did their own investigation, but only because their insurance company was freaking out about a potential lawsuit. They found Henderson had been putting maintenance money into administrative costs and paying his nephew $75,000 as a consultant who never showed up. The bathroom lock would have cost $1,200 to fix. They let Henderson resign quietly with his pension intact. No criminal charges because the district attorney wouldn't touch it. Maria's family got a settlement with a non-disclosure agreement and she transferred schools. The district hired a new principal who drives a Honda and actually shows up to school events sometimes. But nothing really changed. They fixed that one bathroom and put in 1 security camera by the main entrance. They made a rule that maintenance requests need responses within 30 days, but responses don't mean repairs. I'm still just a teacher and still on probation for causing trouble. There's still no nurse or counselor and the building is still falling apart.